Now we are live. Let's start our discussion with the first problem. Today I was able to solve the first, second, and third problems. Right. So let me see the ranking. The contest has ended 14 minutes ago. I wasn't able to solve the fourth one. Let us see can I solve it today or not. Let me tell you this is the first problem which was given to us. Rearrange string to avoid character pair. Let me tell you what they are saying. You're given a string S and two distinct lowercase English letters, X and Y. We need to rearrange the characters of S to construct a new string T, right? So T should be a permutation of S, and every occurrence of Y appears before every occurrence of X in T. So we just need to make sure Y appears before X in a new string. That's all what we have to do. And return any valid string. We just need to return the valid string. And a permutation is a rearrangement of all characters of a string. That's just a rearrangement. As they have said, it's just a rearrangement. It's not like, how can I say, it's not like A, B, C. Then it is not a permutation. The next permutation is not like A, B, C, A. We weren't said that. We were said a permutation is a rearrangement of all the characters of a string, just rearranging them, right? So how can we do this? Let me take an example. First, A, B, C, X is equal to A, Y is equal to C. B, C, X is equal to A, Y is equal to C. Y should come before X, right? So take all those characters which are Y. Take all those characters which are Y. So I'm taking C, and then I can either put X or I can put the other values. So what I'm choosing is to put those values, those characters which are not X and also not Y. So what are those characters? Only B, right? So let me put that B. That's the first problem. Now, after that, let me put X. So CBAA. Let's take another example. DCAB DB. DCAB DB. Y is equal to B. X is equal to D. So that means B should come before Y. Let me tell you. So first thing, I would place Y, Y, Y and all. That would be part one. And then other characters. Then I would place X, X, X and all. How many times I would get X, that many times I would place the X, right? So that's the same thing I'm doing here. So first place B. How many times I got B? Only one time. That's it. Now, how many times other characters are present? Not B and D, other. C and A. So I place C and then A. Now X, how many times? Only one time. So D. So B, C, A, D. How do I write the algorithm for this? Let me tell you. For this, I would write the frequency of every character should be stored, right? So that's how I can have other characters, how many times they are repeating, X, how many times is it repeating, Y, how many times is it repeating. Let me tell you, first thing, calculate the frequency, right? Calculate the frequency of every character. Then create a string, create a string in this format. All y's first, and then other characters, and then x. Right? So that's how I solved it. And if you had solved it in another way, please let me know. Rearrange string to avoid character pair. Right? So that's the question. This is how I have solved it. And let me know how many have you solved first three problems or just this problem. Let me know how many have you solved today's contest, all four problems. Right. The second question was quite easy for me. I think the first, second, and third are also, the first three are easy, right? And this live stream might be having less time, right? I might be streaming this for less time than the other. So let's go to the second problem. Let me tell you what they are asking. You are given three integers n, s, m, right? We are given with, we are given with this is the first problem. This is just my rough sketch for me, for myself. So what we are given with? We are given with n, s, and then m. We need to create a sequence where the size is n, right? Sequence of 0 is s again. Sequence of 0 is s, and the size of the whole sequence is n. Now they have said that sequence is alternating, meaning that either the first character is first number is s, meaning that either there might be this sequence, right? So like this, less top or high, small and then high, or something like this. I think you got it. Then or this. Let me tell you, I'm choosing the first one so that we don't confuse on either sides. Let us take this example. N is equal to 4. N is equal to 4. And now, they have said that sequence of I minus sequence of I minus 1, the absolute difference, should be less than or equal to M. Right? What does this mean? Every two adjacent elements, the difference between these two, the absolute difference between these two, should not exceed M. Let me tell you how we can solve it. N is equal to M. S is equal to 3. M is equal to 5. Don't try to generate the whole sequence. Let me tell you why. Because constants is 1e9. If you keep on generating the sequence of 1e9, it won't even be having a memory of 1e9. I think the limit would be 1e5, right? So let's take 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm following this pattern: low, high, low, and then high, low, and then high. Right? So first is already 3. It's already fixed. It's already fixed. Now we are asked to return the maximum possible element that can appear in any valid sequence. We need the maximum element. Let me tell you, if I want to have the maximum element, how can I get it? If I just add this m to this 3, then I would easily get 8. 3 plus 5, which is 8. Now, one thing. If I again go to 3, if I again go to 3, 8, it would not be it would not be a good idea. Let me tell you one thing. I have an idea like how about if we all also have 8 again? See, we cannot have a 8. Why? Because it should be strictly decreasing. So we cannot have 8. I can have 3. But if you see, if I had a 3, then I would again have a 8. But if I have 4, then I would again have 4 plus 5. That's the maximum I can get, 9. So instead of 4, if I have 5, 5 plus 5, I would get 10. But I won't give it 5. But let me get 6. 6 plus 5, which is 11. I won't take it. Why? Because there might be a greater chance. If I take 7, I would get 7 plus 5, which is 12 for the next. So, if I have 8 or the greatest element, I would not go to greatest this element minus m. I would just go this minus 1, right? I hope you got it. Now, what will be the next element here? If n is not is equal to 4, what would be the next element? It should be, let me have 3, 4 things like this. 2, 3, 4, right? So 12, then I would get 11. 11 plus 5, which is 16. 16 minus 1, which is 15, plus 5, which is 20, and then 19. Let me tell you, this is following a pattern. First, this is S, and then this is S plus M. Then this is S plus M minus 1. S plus M minus 1, which is 7. Now, what is this? This is S plus M minus 1. What I have added? Plus 5. Nothing but plus M. What is this? S plus M minus 1 plus M, which is this minus 1. That's all I did. Now here S plus M minus 1 plus M minus 1 plus M. 11 plus 5, which is 16. Now this 15 here. This again the same thing. Let me tell you. S plus M minus 1 plus M minus 1 plus M. Till here I got this, right? Now minus 1 here. Then again S plus M minus 1 plus M minus 1 plus M minus 1 plus M. Hi bro, for the second question, I'll calculate it and made this formula. Yes, we can have different formulas, bro. I am going through this formula S plus M minus 1 and all, right? So I know you are right, but yes, let me tell you one thing. Let me get to you. Once I explain this. Now again I'm doing S plus M minus 1 plus M minus 1 plus M minus 1 plus M minus 1. I'm just having this M minus 1 for how many times? If you see, again and again. If you see, I'm repeating that again and again. Now just imagine the place. For first or for first place, just return S. For second place, Akash, right? Your name is Akash, right? Just read it, right? So for 3, I would get S plus M minus 1. No. If n is equal to 1, n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3. If n is equal to 1, I would return S. If n is equal to 2 or n is equal to 3, I would return S plus M. Why I'm returning S plus M? Why? Because S plus M is greater than S plus M minus 1. That's common sense. Just a basic math, right? Now, if you see 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let me tell you for 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8 and 9, is there anything? No. For these, the number which I get, hi bro, SM Creations. Shubh, write your name. Yeah, hi bro. How are you? So we are solving the second problem, and Akash, you said have for the second question. I calculated and made this formula as minus n by 2 minus 1 plus 1 plus n by 2 into m. Okay, that's a great one. But let me tell you, I'm just having this m minus 1 formula. Let me know if you have any idea of it. I have solved in this way. So when 4 and 5, when 4 and 5, I would just return s plus m minus 1 plus m. Why? Because even if I have n is equal to 5, this is lesser than s plus m minus 1 plus m. Nothing but s plus 1 into m minus 1 plus m. For 6 and 7, I am having this. This is nothing but s plus, fine. This was the first contest in which I solved 3 by 4. Yes, bro. That's a great progress. Right, let me know your rank. If you see, I know you can, let me tell you. You can click this option here. When you see this biweekly contest 187, there is this page. Open a new tab, biweekly contest. Let me know your rank, Shubro. That's a great progress. And let me know which, the number of this contest. How many contests have you given in the past? You said you gave like 3 to 4 contests, I think. This is the second time you're joining my live stream. When 6 and 7, I would just have 2 into m minus 1 plus m. When 8 and 9, I'm having m minus 1 for how many times? S plus 3 times. M minus 1 plus m. Right? That's how I derived this formula. That if I have 4 and 5, how do I get this 4 and 5? 4 by 2 is equal to 2. 5 by 2 is equal to 2. Now, this all, this is this is the same formula, but only thing which is changing is this 2 minus 1 here, 2 minus 1. So I would create a simple formula, nothing but number of products. Number of times I have to do product with m minus 1 is nothing but n by 2, n by 2 minus 1. That would be long. And please make sure that you would go with long instead of integer data type. Right? Am I audible to everyone? Let me check. Yes, I am audible. Right? Long number of products is equal to n minus 1 into n by 2 minus 1. How do I return this? I'll just return s plus number of products I already got, number of I'm trying to get back into contest after like 1.5 months and was only able to solve 2 by 4. For third, I made it very overcomplicated. Like, what if we got element less than A on the right side of element greater than B? Okay, that's that's okay, bro. We might do some mistakes. It's okay. Now, number of products into m minus 1. And third one was also much easier, right? If you see, I have started this live stream at 9:41 and we are just, the time is just 10:03 and we are about to solve the second problem also. I just had the much time for figuring out the third one, right? I think I have ended the third question at 8:47 kind of thing. Yes. 8:47. By 8:47, I was able to solve till 3. So just return s plus number of words into m and so plus m. Just 2 lines. Is there anything? No. Only we need to have if n is equal to 1, return s. If n is equal to 2 or 3, return s plus m. Then number of products Instead of -1 here, writing here, I'll just write it -1. I might get it wrong. Why? Because let me tell you why. This is in long log. Let me run that. Yes, it's running. Yeah, it got accepted. Right. So if you have any doubt on the second problem, please let me know. Anyone? Right. And we're about to have how many subscribers? And I'm also planning to change our channel name to Code Father, right? So long maximum value int and okay your code if n is equal to return as long answer is equal to 0 s is equal to s minus n by 2 plus 1 answer plus is equal to wait a second. That's a great idea, bro. You said enter okay answer is equal to 0 s is equal to s minus n by 2 plus 1 answer plus is equal to 1 log into n by 2 into m. Yes, answer plus is equal to s return answer. Let me tell you, I think you have thought in adding the s, right? S is equal to s minus n by 2. Okay, just imagine I have n is equal to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, s is equal to 3, and m is equal to 5. You said s is equal to s minus n by 2. N by 2 means 3 minus 4 by 2, which is 2, plus 1. 3 minus 2 is 1, plus 1 is 2. So you are saying s would be reduced to 2. Okay. N by 2 into m. N by 2 into m. 2. 4 by 2 is 2. 2 into 5, which is 10. So answer is 10 plus 1 plus 3, not 3. It is 2. How did you get this intuition? Right, Akash? How did you get this intuition? Right. You just made it like, why did you cancel out n by 2 and just added 1, right? Imagine, like, okay, 10 plus 2, which is 12. So I know you got it like, I was good at maths. I have cracked math Olympiads. God damn it. I have cracked math Olympiads. Yes, that's a great thing, bro. What do we get any college by cracking maths Olympiad? Right? That's a great instinct, right? That's a great idea. So that's great thing, bro. Akash. Right? And you're also good at coding, right? Now, I think we can move to the third problem. Let me know, do we get any college like that? I I got to know that there is a competition exam, like they'll be having a class 6 for coding, and if you get a good score in that, you'll just have a seat in IIT. Imagine just at sixth standard, you are having your seat in IIT, right? Excuse me. So I think we can go to the third problem. Now, this was quite easy one. This is just we just need to make all of these should be less than A. All of these should be A comma B inclusive, right? In the range of A comma B, and this should be greater than B. Okay, yeah, I also got to know about this Olympiads thing for CSC. Okay, it's okay, bro. You might crack a good top tier company. And let me know, are you graduated or still learning or just working in any company? So everything which is less than A should be on left, in the range should be in the middle, and greater than B should be the third part. Any of three parts may be empty. In one adjacent swap, you mess up two neighboring elements of nums. Then the minimum number of adjacent swaps required to make nums good. Let me tell you, here I have 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 6. A is equal to 3, B is equal to 4. Let me name it as type 0, type 1, type 2. Anything which is less than A should be type 0. Is it less than A? Yes, type 0. Is it greater than or equal to A and less than or equal to B? Yes, so it is type 1. I'm also 26 grad, but I'm nowhere near you in this contest. I'm very, it's okay, bro. No need to compare with anyone, right? Not even me, but you will contests are not only the thing, right? In this, we need to have good idea on DS and also do some projects. Then, we can easily get into any company or any startup. That's what I can say. And don't even compare. Just compete with me, or you can solve the problems every day, but no, someone is higher or lower, no need to compare all those things. So this would go to type 0. This is in B, so this would go to type 1, and greater than is already in the exact place. It should be 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2. Let me tell you, it should be in this way, but there is something which we need to address. And now I have type 0, right? I have type 0. Now I have type 1. So how many type 1 did I have? Type 0 till here is 1. Type 1 is 1. But type 1 should not be at this place, right? So what I would do, I would add this to the answer. Answer plus is equal to type 1, right? So by just doing one swap, I would get it. Let's take the another example. This is quite easier. 9753, 53. A is equal to 4 and B is equal to 8. Now type 0, type 1 and type 2 you already know. Type 0 is less than 4. Yes. 9 is greater than 8. So type 2. 7 is in the middle. 1. 5 is in the middle. 1. It is 0. 0 should be, sorry, this 3 and this one should be swapped. Let me tell you, this is type 2. So till here, type 0 is equal to 0, type 1 is equal to, sorry, 0, and type 2 is equal to 1. Now here, type 0 is equal to 0, type 1 is equal to 1, type 2 is equal to 1. When I get to 5, type 0 is equal to 0, type 1 is equal to 2, type 2 is equal to 1. Now here type 0 is equal to 1, type 1 is equal to 2, type 2 is equal to 1. Let me type 1, okay. Let me tell you here, when I am having like this, types dot pushback, all this, yes. So type is equal to 0. When I get here, let me tell you, answer will be how many times I have count 1, nothing but type 1, how many times I have type 2, 2 plus 3, which is nothing but 2 plus 1, which is nothing but 3. Now, if I have type 1, if I have type 1 here, if I have type 1, and if I had type 2 previously, let me tell you, when I am 0, when I have 0, previously I saw type 1 and type 2. So that goes to the count. When I have 1, now, when I have 1, the 1 like which should be 2, previous I saw type 2 that needs to be swapped. So if I am having type 0, type 1 and type 2 should be added, those which are previous, right? So that needs to be added. And when I am having type 1, the one which are previously type 2. I am having type 1 here. Yeah, let me tell you, Akash. So imagine in this question in this way, right? This is type 0, this is type 1, this is type 2. We just need to swap the adjacent elements that you already might know. This is less than A, this is in the range A comma B, this is greater than B. I'm having element A, PQRS. Let me tell you, PQRS. To make, P should be SPQR. S should be at the last. Okay, I think you got it. S should be at the last. How many swaps does S need? Let me tell you, this needs 3 swaps. To get S to the last, it needs 3 swaps. The number of elements which are in the middle, right? So when I am having this nums, I am just I have 9753, right? 9, 7, 5, and then 3. A is equal to 4, B is equal to 8. All those which are less than 4 would go to type 0. Is it less than 4? No. Is it in the range 4, comma 8? No. Is it greater than 8? Yes. So it is type 2. 7 is in type 1. In the range 4, comma 8 is in type 1. 3. Now, let me tell you one thing. I have I have 1, right? And it needs to be swapped here. How many swaps do I need? Only one swap. This needs to be swapped here, right? This also needs to be swapped here, right? Wait a second. Only this and this should be swapped. But if you see, to make this over here, I need many swaps, adjacent swaps in the middle. Let me tell you, just swap 9 and 7 and all. Let me tell you. 7 comma 5, 7 comma 9 comma 5 comma 3, and then 9 again. 7, 5, 9, 3, 7, 5, 3, 9. So, to make this 9 to the end, I got 3 swaps. That's it, right? That's what I said. If you have SPQR to make S to the end, I would have how many elements are in the middle? That many elements would be swapped. Now, I have 3 that needs to be at the first. So I would swap again 7, 3, 5, 9, 3, 7, 5, 9. How many swaps did I need? 3 swaps. That's equal to 5. But how do I have an idea on this? That's why I made this distinction. If it is less than A, go to type 0. If it is in the range A comma B, will be 1, type 1. If it is greater than B, it will be type, right? I hope it's clear. If it is less than A, type 0. In the range A comma B, type 1. In greater than B, will be in type 2. Now, I hope you're clear with this thing like swapping, going from S, putting it here at the last, would be having 3 swaps, requiring us 3 swaps. Now let me tell you one thing. I have 2, 1, 1, 0, right? 2, 1, 1, 0. And now, till here, how many type 0 I have seen? 0. How many type 1 I have seen? 0. Or let us take count 1, 0 and 2. Count 0 I have seen 0. Count 1 I have seen 0. Count 2 I have seen only 1 because it is 2 I am just adding it. Now it is 1. Count 0 I have seen 0. Count 1 I have seen 1. This is 1, right? Count 2 I have seen 1. Let me stop here itself. I have seen count 2, right? How many are just look at this. Just look at this as an array. How many are in the previous which are greater than 2? But 2 is the only one which is greater, so we would not consider it. Now consider 1, 2. If you see one thing, just look at this. Count 1 is 1, count 2 is 1, right? 1 is less than 2, right? Revant04, bro, I'm from my hometown is Mahoobnagar and I live in Hyderabad. For job, I live in Hyderabad, right? So I'm from Telangana, Hyderabad, right? So okay, and let me know where are you from, Revant? I think you said once. You said you are like, let me guess. You attended my live session previously, and you said a district name, but I forgot. Kundapur, something like that. Yeah, I think you are from Kundapur. Okay. Let's get back to our question. Count 2 is 1. Let me tell you, I have 1 here, but 2, which is greater than 1, is previous. So I need how many swaps? How many times this 2 is present? That many swaps I needed. How many times count 2 is there? Because all those elements still here, which are greater, needs to be swapped to the right. I'll tell you. This will be swapped with this, and that will be added to our answer. So here I would, I would add. Now I'm watching it live for the first time. Okay, thank you, bro. Thanks for attending this live session, and welcome to the stream. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe. We are 1070 subscribers, 1074, right? And yeah, this is the third problem which we are discussing. There will be also a live contest tomorrow, weekly contest. I'm from Andhra Pradesh, Nellore district. Okay, that's good, bro. That's good to know. And let me know, are you in college or you're working, right? So, are you in BTech or you're already doing job? No. As I'm having one, previously I have saw a two. That means that needs to be swapped. So what I would do, I would just add how many times I have count two only one time. I would just add that to the answer. Now I have one. If I say it like this, then you would connect the dots. Count 0 is equal to 0. Count 1 is equal to 2. Count 2 is equal to 1. Now, how many times I have seen 2? One time. So I would add 1. Let me tell you how is this swapping. First swap, I am adding it here. That means this 1 would swap it with here, right? So then I would get 1 comma 2. That is the reason I am adding here plus 1. Now I have 1, 2 and then 1. Then this would swap it with here. This is just like an inversion problem, right? 1 and then 2. This I got it from where? From here, right? Right? Are you clear with this? Let me know. If I am having a number previously which is greater than the type I am in. If I have seen type 2 before type 1, I would add that count to my answer, right? Excuse me. Now, if you see, as I have swapped, I have a 1 here. So if I just swap it like this, then I would get 1 and then 2, right? Is it clear, Akash, for you? Let me know, Revant. And I think Shubh have left our live stream. Let me know if you are in, Shubh. Now, this comes the interesting part. Here comes the interesting part. We are having a 0. Count 0 is equal to 1. Count 1 is equal to 2. Count 2 is equal to 1. Here, I would add plus 2 plus 1. Why I am adding plus 2 plus 1? I'll tell you. This plus 1 is contributing here. This plus 1 is contributing here. 2 and 0 must be swapped. So I would get 0 and then 2. I have 1 and then 1. Now this plus 2 is from here. 0 and then 1, swap it. 1, 0, 1, 2. And then swap it this and this. 0, 1, 1, 2. I hope you got it. This image might gives you a distinction or an intuition, which I can say specifically, right? It's just giving you an what is intuition, right? So I hope you are clear right now. We'll be ending this session in 12 minutes, right? As the contest was quite easy. And let me know if you have any doubts in the thought problem, and please do subscribe to our channel. Let me tell you, I opened a live um, a mentorship. You can fill your details there, right? Let me know your doubts first. If you have any doubts, I know you would definitely have the doubts for this thought problem. 14. Let me tell you, let me know if you have any doubts. Please don't hesitate first of all. I'm starting a code further mentorship from August 1st, this year, August 1st. There is a link, docs, Google Forms link. You can just fill out that form, right? So all the details about the mentorship are there in that form. We can just check there. That's all I can say about today's contest. We'll wait 10